Good morning. This is Crystal with Tranquil AF, bringing you another collective tarot reading. I have pulled some pre-shuffled chakra oracle cards, and I've sent Reiki to all of your chakras. In order to accept, just nod and say, I accept. And if you choose not to, just say no. Our intention always guides this process, and your free will is always respected. Today is Sunday. This is the sun's day. The colors are reds, yellows, oranges, and the energy of today is about creativity, playfulness, self-expression, very solar plexus energy. And so we are going to tap into that and see where we can expand, right, with our creativity, what we should do for fun. Like, I really feel that the Leo energy is coming through strongly, and it's like, it is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be, I work for 40 years for somebody else that I don't believe in what they do. It's supposed to be fun. So the first card I pulled is number 7, the crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Yesterday we got alchemy. So it's taking that negative energy and transmuting it into something beautiful, taking all of those lessons that have brought us to this place of awakening and transmuting that energy and helping others with it. The second card I pulled is number 13, coherence. So 4. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. So for me, this and this, meditate, meditate, meditate. And then the last card I pulled is number 16, which is also 7. So you may be seeing 77. And this to me does look like solar plexus, right? Conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness into origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So setting those intentions, but it needs to feel very heart-centered and fun. So I've sent Reiki to clear some of the energy out. I hope it helps. Please drink lots of water if you chose to accept it. And let's see where we go. All right, Spirit, where can we expand? Where can we play? Where can we express? What is the current energy, please? Oh, okay, so the Knight of Cups. The Knights are on a mission, and this is a heart-centered mission. He's, right, making moves, planning, strategizing. Ace of Pentacles, and new ideas come in. Taurus, Libra, no, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. An idea, an inspiration hasn't yet been planted. Maybe you're in the planning stages right now, but there's a new idea, and it's like, it feels like the flower feels like it is transmuting. It's like you're done with something, checkmate, and you're starting something new, and I love this. Libra, Justice is coming in. This is an 11. Balance. Might be balance within, and then the world shows up more balance for you. We have a Libra full moon coming up on the 12th. So I feel like setting those intentions. Where did it say that? Right here, conception. It's like, this is the egg, right? This is the seed. And it's like, we're going to plant these seeds to bring some balance from what happened to where I want to go. And the next card is the Queen of Swords. So it's quieting our mind in order to bring in that balance. And look, bottom of the deck, Temperance, Archangel Michael is protecting you. Queen of Swords is getting intuitive hits, maybe with drumming, drum circles, music. Yep, and the Page of Pentacles. So this is a new investment. This, to me, he's alchemizing. He's taking that energy, right, the lessons, and he's making something new. He's becoming the student again, right? And it's going to be fun and creative. Let's do this one. All right, and so Spirit, what's the challenge? What's the collective's challenge right now when stepping into joy, creativity, and self-expression? Ace of Cups, new offer in love. With the Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. And it doesn't have to be just in love. It's a heart-centered offer that feels good. What's the challenge, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, wow. You got 3 aces. Ace of Swords. This is big time new beginnings. I'm going to say you're seeing 1111 or 111. Wow. Yep. And you got this yesterday. Ask. Get very clear on the intention. Ask for what you want. The world's in your hands. Aries, Leo, Sag. New passion, new creativity. Because things are falling away, right? And this is another 7, so you may be seeing 777. And honestly, this feels not like a tower moment. This feels like a surprise. Like the tower can be a surprise as well, like a happy surprise. And that's kind of what this feels like. It's like you have a heart-centered new beginning, right? That is going to take root in the material world. And new truth and clarity is coming in about it. You've already been crowned. So it's just setting those intentions. I would do it by fire, and something's going to come in to surprise you. And I feel like it's going to be a really good surprise. And there could be people falling away from your life right now in order to make space for whoever's coming in. And the Knight of Cups, he's on a mission. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it could be. Because, right, we're collecting thoughts after the battle. The sun's starting to come out. 5. 5 is the number of change. 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 2. And that's 9. So that's the end of a cycle. It's an end of, and look, your intuition's telling you something. And it could have been, it's like I'm collecting my thoughts so I can do something different and call in Soul Tribe. I'm inventorying everybody in my life. And maybe the challenge is quieting those thoughts, finding grounding and balance. But there's a lot of choices right now. And maybe you're afraid to choose the wrong one. I don't think there is a wrong one. But I feel like it's getting the emotions and the thoughts in check, being specific on what you ask for, and then clearing away if there's been a challenge. It could have been 2 different energies, 4 different energies, honestly. And as I'm looking at this, the tower, that's a 7. Okay. And so how can we work through this, Spirit? How can we work through these challenges? Okay, well, 2 cards flew. Taurus, right? Meditate, ground, and you're going to become enlightened. Aquarius, you're tapping into healing abilities, and maybe it is through meditation. Maybe you realize it makes you feel good and it quiets this, right? The thoughts. And once you can do that, Aquarius is all about the thoughts. You're tapping into some innate healing abilities within yourself, like I was talking about. Maybe you figured out a way to heal the past, and you've come to a place where you're kind of an expert, right? The Hierophant, you're a teacher of how to heal. I've healed myself, so now I can share that with the world. It's time for me to stand in the spotlight. And maybe that's scary. You're seeing things from a different perspective. This is Pisces. These are 3 major arcana. This is big time change. This is like life changing. 3 and 5 is 8, and the star is 17, so 88 may be significant. Wow. And you got Justice again. So we're doing the shadow work. This Libra full moon, I really feel that it's like set those intentions, really get clear on what you want, because it's going to be coming in. The difficult time is over. You've made it through. Congratulations. Final outcome. You have all majors except for the final outcome. And I love this. This is the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be one of those signs coming in. It doesn't have to be. He is dreamy, heart-centered. He's connecting with his element. He's meditating. He's got energy coming from his heart space. This is where we manifest. He may be connected to spirit, sound, and I love this, when pigs fly. So it's that dreamy, use your imagination. If failure and money were not an option, like if money wasn't an option and failure wasn't an option, what would your best life look like? Get a clear picture on that. What time would you wake up? What would you do for work? Who would you spend time with? Would you travel? What would you do for fun? What would you do to be creative? That's that type of energy. And it's like the universe is saying, just ask. Harder your spread. Ask. And it's going to be granted. Because right now, we're in between 2 worlds, right? One day feels really exciting and one day feels heavy. But we're making solid investments, right? Chop wood, carry water. I'm taking all these steps to manifest the big goal. And what's coming from that is, again, heart-centered. She's got a treasure chest. She has so much to go around and share, and that's a 9. And then here we go. Because we are balancing. It's like the wheel spins both ways, right? Heavy and light energy. What are you going to feed it? But this is a 1, so we go from the 9 ending a cycle to now we're stepping into the new one. We're healing our heart. We're grounding our energy. And I love this because here we go. King to the ace, another king. We're listening to our intuition. We're enlightened because we're heart-centered. We're connecting with water. We're meditating. We're connecting with sound right there. And then new truth and clarity is coming in because you're turning into the magician. What you put out is what's coming back. You're working with all 4 elements. You are magic. You started and ended with meditation. Quiet the thoughts, get the clear picture, and you're going to manifest your dream life. Look, abundance, ending major. Again, you got the wheel twice, so that's another 11 major cycles. Maybe cleansing in water. You're listening to your intuition. Things are coming through, maybe in dreams. Wish granted. Waiting for your ships to come in. If something I said resonated and you want to share this with anybody that you feel could use this information, please do. If you could do all the things like subscribe, leave comments, it would help my channel out greatly, and I do appreciate that, so I can continue doing these readings. I'm going to pull one card from messages from your animal spirit guides to close out this reading. I want to thank Spirit for being here, my team for giving me the messages, and for you guys for tuning in. Okay, let's see. All right, Spirit, for Sunday, anything that you would like the collective to know to close out this reading? Thank you so much for the messages. Anything else? Thank you. Oh, the rattlesnake. I actually love that. It's the year of the wood snake this year. Okay, let's see. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation to fulfilling your purpose as a healer. The foundation for compassion is an awareness that suffering is a natural part of life, whether through the empathetic appreciation of another being's pain or the experience of having suffered oneself, and which beings haven't at times felt the pain or sorrow that an aspect of living on this that is an aspect of living on this planet. The deeper you go into the soul of another, the more you can feel what they feel, yet paradoxically maintain a certain distance or objectivity. A true healer must heal from the heart, no matter what technological, logistical, physical, or shamanistic tools they use. The experiences that you're going through now or have just completed are all in preparation for you to open your heart to the suffering around you and do your part in alleviating it. You'll find that you're increasingly being asked to offer your time and energy to help others heal, including not only people, but also animals, plant beings, tree people, and ultimately our Earth Mother. Some of this healing power will also go to mend the rifts that exist between races, ethnicities, and other species. You'll notice more and more how often your hands will spontaneously feel energized, experiencing it as heat or as a tingling sensation. This is the power of spirit working through you. Allow it to guide you while in whatever you focus, the focus of your healing is, whether simply placing a hand on the shoulder of a friend or more extensively and directly involving yourself in another being's health. Associations, initiation, healing, respect, transformation, resurrection, shedding, detachment, death and rebirth, sexuality, renewal, transmutation, clairsentience, agility, wisdom, creativity, and primal energy. This is beautiful. One of my favorite things to do is when I go anywhere, I send Reiki from the center of the earth, from Pachamama, all the way up to the cosmos, every dimension, every timeline. I send, I call in the angels and the ancestors to clear the land, right, of the earthbounds that, if you live in America, the land has been taken by force, and a lot of it feels so sad. And so I love to heal as I travel, to the rocks and the trees and the animals. So that might be a good practice. Also, the snake and shamanic practice, it teaches us about shedding, about letting go. And I feel like collectively we are in this time of transformation. Our heads have popped out of our ass, and it's like, I'm not going to work for somebody else for 40 years. I'm going to do my own thing. I have gifts, and I'm going to double down on those. I'm going to trust myself. And I feel like so many people are waking up to the awareness that we're all healers. We are all healers. So I hope something I said resonated, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care.